You never know how small this world gets when you start putting stuff out there on social media. And our next presenter is a product of that. I met him through TikTok. And he was putting out AI content, and it was just spot on. Just great content, very well done, very organized, easy to follow. Like, this is my type of guy. So we've been learning from each other. And in Miami 1, this is Miami 2, I put an offer out there. I said, hey, what if we put you on an airplane and come to Miami and learn? Not only learn, but come and present at my mastermind and come and present at my seminar. So Muhammad got on an airplane from South Africa, flew 30 hours, killed it. And we invited him back for this presentation and others that he's doing later on. So I'm going to welcome my friend Muhammad from South Africa. Welcome, friend.
Thanks. So it's great to be back in Miami. The people in Miami and America in general are amazing. So I'm from South Africa. So has anyone here been to South Africa? Oh, good. So we've got a few people from South Africa. So you guys know about South Africa. So in South Africa, we have two major problems. Firstly, it's a beautiful country, lots of potential, but we have two major problems. We have a very high crime rate, and we have lots of corruption. I'll speak more about that later. But for all of you guys that haven't been to South Africa, do you know where is South Africa? Okay, so that's South Africa. Right. So AI has literally taken me from one side of the world, South Africa, and brought me here to Miami. And what I'm going to be sharing with you today is how we can leverage AI to create 224 pieces of content per month. And AI has literally changed my life. So in December 2022, when ChatGPT came out, I tried it out and I fell in love with it. I was amazed at how powerful this tool actually was. I've been using AI tools since 2018, but nothing came close to ChatGPT. So I was so excited, I wanted to tell the whole of South Africa how powerful this tool actually was. So I started creating videos on it, thinking that I'm going to target South Africans. But little did I know that the whole world would start seeing my videos. And then companies started reaching out to me for AI coaching, for consulting. And now I get to work with clients all over the world. I get to address CEOs, I get to address marketing teams. I actually had a billionaire ask me for advice on AI. Now I want you to picture this. Say you are on a Zoom call, or you are doing something important online, and all of a sudden the power goes off. So you got no electricity. Now this is actually my reality. So as I said, I live in South Africa. Now in South Africa, we have something called load shedding. So what is load shedding? Load shedding is actually rolling blackouts. So what that means is, every day for a few hours, we do not have any power. So even if we have generators, or we have inverters, or we use solar, the problem is, with that, the internet is still terrible, because our backup batteries get stolen. I told you about the high crime rate. So generators and stuff like that, it's still pointless. Now, why am I telling you all this? Because if I could grow my business, grow my following in those conditions, then there's nothing stopping you guys from growing your business. In fact, you guys actually have an extra advantage. Not only do you guys have good circumstances, but do you know that all these AI tools that come out, you get it first before the rest of the world. In fact, with me in Africa, we get it last. So you guys have all the tools. You can leverage AI to grow your business or change your life just as I have changed mine. And ChatGPT, remember, is only 9 months old. So it's not too late. It's definitely not too late. You can leverage AI to change your life as well. Now, I've been in digital marketing since 2013. And I can honestly say that had I had all these AI tools that are available today, available to me back in 2013, I would have grown my business 10 times faster, or even more, maybe more than that. So I don't know who said this, but someone much smarter than me said that imperfect action is always better than perfect inaction. Now, why am I telling you this? Because I get comments, lots of comments on all my videos. And the most common thing I see is people will consume lots of my content, but they're stuck in consumption mode. So they're not taking action. So I want you to not just consume the content that you learn here in these few days. I want you to take action as well. Because to get out of consumption mode and to get into action mode. And now when we leverage AI, if we leverage one AI tool, that's pretty powerful. But if we can leverage multiple AI tools together, that's when we can see the true potential and the true power of AI. So what I'm going to be sharing with you all starts from a blog post. So we're going to create this blog post from one YouTube video. And then from there, we are going to repurpose it into 5 Facebook posts, 5 Instagram posts, 5 LinkedIn posts, 5 Google Business Profile posts, 5 Twitter posts, and 5 threads. Then we are going to create 3 Instagram Reels, 3 TikToks, 3 YouTube Shorts, 3 Facebook Reels, 3 Pinterest videos, 3 LinkedIn videos, and 3 Twitter videos. And then we're going to create 1 LinkedIn carousel post, 1 Instagram carousel post. So you guys, do you know carousel posts? Are you aware of what's carousel posts? You guys know that LinkedIn carousel posts work great. Instagram carousel posts works great there as well. So we want to leverage that as well. And then LinkedIn articles. Is anyone here using LinkedIn articles? No. So you should, and you should actually start doing it today. And with LinkedIn as well, they have a newsletter feature. Has anyone used the newsletter feature? Oh, we've got someone there. So you know how powerful it is. And can you see in this room how many people? There's one person that said that they're using, or 2, there's another one that's using LinkedIn newsletter. So you want to leverage it as soon as possible. If you can do it today, start it today. And it's free. It's free organic. It's a free organic strategy on LinkedIn. So altogether, this comes to 56 pieces of content per week. And if you do this 4 times a month, it's going to come to 224 pieces of content per month. So it all starts with a blog. But remember, previously we could get away with just having a website, or we could get away with just being on social media. Now we have to create a kind of omnipresence online. We have to be seen everywhere. We've got no choice. Because the online space has become so saturated, we have to be everywhere. So that's why this whole strategy is meant for us to be showing up everywhere. And remember, this strategy is not to replace your paid ads. So your paid ads should still be in place and should still continue as is. This is meant to complement your paid ads and to make everything work much better. Because the ultimate goal of any digital marketing strategy is to get someone to know you, like you, and trust you. Because once they know you, like you, and trust you, then they are more likely to take you up on your offers, to buy your services, repeat buy your services, and then refer you to others as well. So this is, I actually called it the content conveyor belt, Terrence and I. He helped me with naming it. So firstly, as I said, it's going to start from a YouTube video. Then we're going to go to a tool called Zim Writer, which is going to create a blog post from a YouTube video. Then we're going to go to Midjourney. Midjourney is going to create the images for us. This will be for our blog posts as well as the social media posts as well. Then we're going to go to ChatGPT to repurpose the content to create the multiple pieces of content. And we're going to use invideo.io to create the video posts. And we can use Descript, that's optional. If you want to clone your voice, you can use Descript, or you can use something like 11 Labs if you like, but that's optional. And then to put all this together, we need somewhere to post it. So Publer will actually help us to schedule all our posts. So we don't have to post it every single day. We can do this on multiple platforms. We can do it once a month. We can either do it ourselves, or we can get someone, a VA, or someone to help us with this, so that all our posts can be scheduled throughout the month. And then for email, you can use a free tool like MailerLite to send out your emails, to grow your email list. And once you do all of this, it's going to put you as a business owner in the top 1% of content creators. Because you think about it, who is creating 224 pieces of content per month? Nobody. So that's going to put you in the top 1% of content creators as a business owner. Now, I mentioned the first tool that we're going to use is ZimWriter. Now, why did I choose ZimWriter? Because ZimWriter is completely different from every other AI writing tool. Firstly, it doesn't work in your browser like every other tool does. This one works on your machine. So I'm just showing you how to create a blog post from a YouTube video, but it has many other features as well. And the interesting part about ZimWriter is the founder, Matt Zimmerman, he has been in SEO for many years. So he has built this tool with SEO in focus. So that's what we're going to use ZimWriter to create our blog post. And as I stated, it's going to crawl a YouTube video to actually write this post for us. And it can actually write 1,000 blog posts for us, if we like, at one time. Now, these are just some basic settings for ZimWriter. So firstly, you'll need a Scrape Owl API key. So Scrape Owl basically will allow you to crawl the web and get information from the web that then can be transferred to ZimWriter. Now with Scrape Owl, this will allow you to scrape a YouTube video or an article online as well. But for this example, we're just going to use a YouTube video. And it'll cost you like $5 per month to get a Scrape Owl API key. The next thing, the most important thing you need is an OpenAI API key. Does anyone here have an OpenAI API key? Yeah, so lots of people have it. So you understand what is a OpenAI API key. But if not, it's free to get. You can sign up for a free OpenAI API account. And then it's just like a pay-as-you-go service. So whatever you use, you pay for that. And it's really inexpensive as well. You will see an example I'm going to show you. We're going to create a 1,500 word blog post using GPT-4, which is the most expensive language model, and it's going to cost you around 53 cents. Now for this example, I'm going to use Terence's video. This is his TED Talk. So if you know he's done a TED Talk. So we're going to crawl his video. So all we need to do is to copy the YouTube URL. Then we head over to ZimWriter. And now in ZimWriter, we want to choose the Penny Arcade. And here are some settings within ZimWriter. So you'll see the first thing you will need to do is to actually add in your YouTube video, the URL, as you can see there. Then you're going to go through some settings. But as I said earlier, you can create up to 1,000 blog posts at once. So if you pull in 1,000 YouTube URLs, you can plug it into ZimWriter, and you will get 1,000 blog posts as a result. Now you will see there are some settings here that I'm going to highlight. So the first one is H2s. So does anyone know what is an H2? Is anyone here in SEO, doing SEO? Great. Our social media guys, they know it's SEO. So basically, it's a hierarchy of text that we give or we show to Google so it understands what is the most important text, then which is your H1, that is most likely will be your title. That's the most important text. Then H2 will be second. That's the second most important text. Then you can have H3s, H4, H5, like that. But you just need, compulsory is you have to have an H1 and then an H2 as well. So here we are telling ZimWriter that we want to create 5 H2s in this blog post. And then we can choose the voice. So what voice do we want it in? We can have it in first person or second person. So for this example, I'm just using a second person. But remember, with these settings, it's not a hard and fast rule. So it's not like if you change the settings, it's not going to work. It's still going to work. It just depends on your preferences. So whatever you like, you can use whatever you want, and it'll still work. Then enable literary devices. You can see that's ticked. Enable lists, enable tables, enable takeaways, and then enable mid-journey prompts for each H2. Now, why is this important? Because we are going to be creating social media posts. Now, to go with those social media posts, we need some images. So we're going to pull those images from the blog post. Because remember, with Midjourney, Clifton is going to do a demonstration on Midjourney, and you will see that when you create a Midjourney image, it gives you 4 options. So now with this, if we're saying that we're going to get 5 H2s, or we've got 5 H2s, it's going to give us 20 images from Midjourney. And to go together with the featured image that it's going to create, so that'll be 24 images. And then we can use that on our social media posts. Then an FAQ. So we can add in FAQs if we like, with the long answer. Audience personality, we can even give it a personality if we'd like. So for this example, I just left it blank. You can do that as well. And you can even make it write in a style. So for this example, it's saying, write in the style of Al Capone. So we can do whatever we like. But as you can see, I left it blank there as well. And use auto style, that's just going to use the style of ZimWriter. Use automatic keywords, it's just going to get ZimWriter to use their keywords. And then the GPT model. So are you guys aware of what GPT models are? Okay, so basically ChatGPT, you guys are using ChatGPT. If you're on the free version, you're using ChatGPT 3.5. Then on the plus version, you have an option. Now you can use ChatGPT 4, or you can use GPT 4 or GPT 3.5. Now when we do this in ZimWriter, so GPT-4 is a more powerful model, but it's also more expensive. So you have the option now, you want the power, or do you want it to go cheaper? It's up to you. You can do both will work. But as I will show you just now, even with GPT-4, for 1,500 word article, you're going to pay like 53 cents. If it was with GPT 3.5, for the same 1,500 word article, you would pay something like 15 cents. So that's the difference. Then the most important setting here is we will have to enable YouTube videos because we want to crawl the YouTube video. So you need to make sure that that is enabled. So this is the output it gave me from Terence's YouTube TED Talk. So as you can see right at the top is the URL. Then below that is telling me the model that I used. So it's telling me that I used GPT-4, and it estimates that for a 1,589 word article, it cost me 53 cents. And there, below that, it gives me a Midjourney prompt. This is what I can use now for the featured image of the blog post. And then below that, it actually gives me the meta description. So a meta description is basically the text that we tell the search engines, what we tell Google, this blog post is about this. So that's what a meta description is. So ZimWriter will do all of this for us. And then it'll give us our title, the key takeaways, whatever we wanted. And this is the prompt. This is one of the images that was created from the Midjourney prompt that it gave us. Now, if you listen to Terence's talk, you will see that this works with with his speech as well. So now this is the first prompt. So now we've got our article. We've posted it on our blog post, on our website. This could be on WordPress, Wix, whatever we're using. Now we're going to go to ChatGPT. And we're going to give ChatGPT this prompt. So you are a social media expert. You specialize in creating viral captions. I'm going to give you an article. I want you to create 5 LinkedIn social media captions that are lengthy and SEO focused. Make 4 of them value-based and 1 with a call to action to read the article. That post should also include my business info. And then you can feed it your business info. I just used the test example here. And then at the bottom I stated, include viral hashtags, emojis, headings, subheadings, and bullet points as well. And then I just say, here is the article, and then I paste in the article that ZimWriter gave me. And this is the result. So it'll give me 5 LinkedIn posts. And as I stated, I wanted 4 value-based and 1 with a call to action. And as you can see, it did that. Then I go back to ChatGPT. Now that we've got our 5 LinkedIn posts, we'll do the same thing for Facebook. So now I'm asking ChatGPT, give me 5 Facebook posts as well, using the same instructions from above, so that it understands what we want. Now remember, this whole chat will be in one chat. It's one thread. So it's not like we're going to go open new tabs for each one. It will all work in one ChatGPT thread. And as you can see, ChatGPT states, certainly, here are 5 Facebook posts based on the article, and it gave me my value-based posts and my call to action as well. Then I'm going to do the same thing for Instagram, and then I mentioned for Google Business Profile, we'll do the exact same thing. And remember, because we are asking it individually for each social media platform, ChatGPT is clever enough to understand that each social media platform is different, and it's going to create the content relevant for the social media platform. And I'm going to go do the same thing for tweets as well. So I'm just going to say give it 5 tweets. So as you can see, the content is a bit shorter than the rest because ChatGPT understands the platform as well. We'll do the same thing for threads. And this is another example of the images that it gave me. So we can use these images for our blog posts. Now we've got our images done. We also want to create some videos because the algorithms and people don't only want to see images. They want to see videos. They want to see everything. So we want to mix it up. We don't only want to give text, and we don't only want to use images. We want to use text, images, and videos as well. So now we're going to ask ChatGPT, create 3 by 30-second video scripts with voiceovers for 5 scenes, each from this article. Create 3 by 30-second video scripts with voiceovers for 5 scenes, each from this article. Give me only the text, do not include the B-roll or timelines. Now why I'm stating do not include the B-roll or timelines, because if you just ask it for a script, it'll include the B-roll and timelines. We don't want that, we just want the text, because once we get that, this is the output that it gave us. So now as you can see, it says scene 1, and it gave me the text only, which is the voiceover. And from here, now we're going to go to this tool, which is called invideo.io. And as you can see, they have a text-to-video feature. So you just give it some text, and it's going to convert your text into a video. That's why I asked it only for the text. So this is in InVideo. You can see InVideo even has a feature where it can actually write the AI for you, but we want to do it from ChatGPT because it already understands our blog post. So as you can see, I just separated it each with a space after each sentence, so that will create a different scene. And then all I need to do is just tell InVideo to create the scenes for me. And now this is the video that it created for me. Now I had to do some editing, but what editing I had to do was just to swap out the stock images, or stock videos. So if you can see, it creates
man's groundbreaking steps to personal evolution. Learn to embrace change, lean on a solid support system, and embark on a self-discovery journey. It's not just theory, but a practical, applicable method to reshape and improve your life. Ready to control your future? Unlock your potential and start your transformation journey today.
Now you can see that was created with InVideo's voiceover that it has in InVideo. But if we want to add in our own voice, we can do that as well. So we can go and clone our voice in something like Descript, or we can do that in 11 Labs, and we can then put our own voice into the video.
Feeling stuck in life?
And so now that we've got our video post sorted as well, so we'll use the same video, we'll use that on TikTok, on YouTube Shorts, on Pinterest, on Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, LinkedIn does vertical video as well, Twitter does vertical video. If you look at my profile, you'll see that the same video I post on I even post on Pinterest. And I get people commenting on my videos, and I get leads from that as well. So wherever you can put out your content, you should put it out. Now we want to go and ask ChatGPT to create some carousel posts for us. So we're going to ask ChatGPT, create a carousel LinkedIn post from this article. And ChatGPT states, certainly, here's a carousel LinkedIn post based on the article, Transform Your Life, the Algorithm for Personal Growth by Terence McMahon. And you can see it has given me the slides. Now once we have this, then we can head over to Canva. Now, Canva has built templates. Does anyone here use Canva? Most people use Canva, so you are aware of it. So all we're going to do now is choose a template that we like, and then feed it the info that we got from ChatGPT, and then obviously we can change the brand colors to suit our brand, and just swap out the text as well. Then we're going to do the exact same thing for Instagram as well. So create a carousel Instagram post from the article. And then it's going to do the same thing. It has given us our slides, 5 slides, and then we'll head over again to Canva. And here again, we're going to ask Canva for Instagram carousel post templates. And we'll do the exact same thing. We'll swap out the content with the content that ChatGPT gave us. We can change our brand image, brand colors, whatever we want in Canva. Canva is pretty easy to use, drag and drop. So anyone can use that. So now we sorted with our social media. We also want to do email as well. So now I'm going to go back to ChatGPT, and now I'm going to ask ChatGPT, you are now an email marketing expert. Create an email that will encourage users to read the article. So now we're creating some email content as well. And email works well because what it does, if someone is on your email list, you can contact them or market to them anytime you want. But also it helps to keep you top of mind. If someone just seeing your name in the inbox, it keeps you top of mind. So now we've got content to feed our email marketing as well. And as you can see, ChatGPT can do that for us. It says, certainly here's an email crafted to encourage users to read the full article, and it gives us a subject and the whole body of the article as well. So we just copy this and put it into the next tool, which is MailerLite. Now this is a free tool that you can use to build out your email marketing campaigns. So you can use it also to build an email list, so you can do forms from here. You can even build websites from MailerLite, but you can just use it for sending out your emails as well. And now I mentioned earlier about a LinkedIn newsletter. So this is what a LinkedIn newsletter looks like. So this is for a client of mine, and you can see he's a lawyer. So we created a nutshell for him, and it's called Labor Law in a Nutshell. We created a newsletter for him. And as you can see, he has 2,142 subscribers already. And this, you must remember, LinkedIn will go out and find people to subscribe to your newsletter. So firstly, it'll work with your followers. It'll send it automatically. You don't have to do anything with LinkedIn. You just create the newsletter. LinkedIn will go out firstly to your followers and tell them this person has created a newsletter, and they're inviting you to join, and then you'll join that. And then also they will look for people who might be interested in your newsletter, and they will invite them as well without you doing anything. And then the marketing becomes so easy as well, because now you've got 2,142 subscribers from only 9 editions, as you can see. So all this client does now is, because in LinkedIn, you can see a user's whole profile, so you can see who he is, who he or she is, who they work for, what they do, what they like. So he can now choose which person he wants to start a conversation with. So all he does now is, he just gives a simple message, I hope you're enjoying my content, let me know how I can help. So what this is doing now is starting a conversation, because marketing is all about conversations. We want to create conversations with people. That's how we want to start a relationship with someone, and someone will want to do business with us. And this is how he is generating leads from a LinkedIn newsletter with just one simple thing: publishing the newsletter, the articles, and then just sending out a message to who he feels is an ideal client and asking them to start a conversation. And from there, because he's a lawyer now, it needs more personalized touch. They end up becoming his clients just from a simple organic strategy that doesn't cost him anything. Now, this is Publer, as I mentioned earlier. Once we have all our social media posts, we will go to Publer, and we can schedule it for the whole month. We can even schedule it for up to the whole year if we like. But we can do this, and then you can actually do this whole process yourself, or you can hire a VA that can run it for you, and you can do this for your own business if you like. You can grow your own business, or if you would even like to offer this as a service, you can offer this as a service to clients. So you can create 224 pieces of content for them. So as stated, it starts from a YouTube video, then it goes to ZimWriter, Midjourney, ChatGPT, InVideo, Publer, MailerLite, and this, as I stated, is going to put you in the top 1% of content creators as a business owner. I will have all the slides as well and the ChatGPT prompts, so you can get that from this QR code if you like. So you'll get all the prompts as well as all the slides. Do you guys have any questions? Yes, sir.
How different would you create content for a personal brand versus a business brand?
We'll use the same strategy. But remember, with this, it's also meant to complement the normal videos that you're creating. Maybe your face videos, you're showing your face. This is meant to work with that. It's not meant to replace it. So you're going to still share your brand videos, that's you speaking on camera, and it'll work in exactly the same style as a personal brand. You'll do the same process. So you're just going to grab whatever YouTube, and if you have your own content, say you have your own YouTube channel, you can use your own YouTube video, or if you even produce your own articles, if you write your own blog post, you can start it off with your own blog post and start the process from there. This is just for people who don't even have any content at all. They're going to start from a YouTube video, but if you've got, example, even if you have a podcast, you can feed your podcast to ChatGPT and make it create this whole content strategy based from your podcast. So it'll work with any brand, whether it's personal as well.
Mohammed, do you have a alternative for ZimWriter for Mac?
I actually use a Mac and it works for me.
Okay, so where did you get, do you use Parallels? Is that what you're doing?
I'm using Wineskin.
Okay, Wineskin.
Yes, so it's free, and I've been using.
Wineskin.io?
Okay, I'll come and see you after this. I'll show you how I set it up.
Okay,
I just followed a tutorial on the ZimWriter Facebook group,
Oh,
and,
okay.
and it's a free version. So Parallels, you have to pay for it. This works
Yeah.
free. This is free, and it's been working for me from the time I think ZimWriter has been launched
Okay, great. Thank you.
with no problems. Anybody else? Yes, sir. Just waiting for the mic.
Everybody's. Let me go into an example in order to understand that when it's for brands. For example, a restaurant or a company, they already pay for a commercial ads, they already get announcing something. Could be the introduction, the concept, something about the company.
Okay.
Then that video, who was created professionally and is in YouTube, on TV or whatever, you could take the same video and do all those things.
You just transcribe the video.
And
can
then you
use
got more content to support the commercial.
Exactly.
Okay.
And it's all going to be following the same concept, so same idea. So it's going to work even better. So you're going to promote that advert as well. Yes.
So I have a question. Suppose you're trying to copy some some of your competitors.
Okay.
You see one of your competitors doing it good.
Mm.
If I take this content, isn't that infringing in copyrights?
With regards to the YouTube video,
Yes. Like if I'm using one of my competitors' YouTube video.
you can, it won't be infringing their rights because YouTube allows that. But ethically, you can think about ethically whether you want to do that or not. Because you,
But like the ChatGPT won't tell. I mean, it won't copy it word for word.
it won't, it won't sound the same, but it's going to use the idea.
I see.
So that's just your preference now, whether you want to do that or not. Because YouTube has lots of data on all of us, and how do they get the data? From the YouTube video. When we post stuff, it's collecting data on us.
We have a question back here.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same question. I think. Let's say if I have a customer, he's on a body shop, so I can go ahead and take any YouTube video that has the description, good videos, and then take out all those contents and create contents in a couple of hours, have a whole bunch of contents for this customer.
Yes. But as I said earlier, it's up to you ethically whether you feel you want to do it or not.
What's your go-to for voiceover? Is it 11 Labs?
I prefer Descript, but many Terrans, they use 11 Labs, but they've used it more than me, so both will work. It's up to you, it's just a preference.
So the end result from Descripts, have you found it's
For me personally.
adequate for if you want to monetize a YouTube video?
As Ted showed in his video, it'll still sound robotic. So it's not going to be 100%. It will get there eventually, but at the moment it's not. So Ted used something where he actually stated, he's telling them beforehand that it's an AI. And he uses the novelty there. But then once you create your audio, then you could use something like Adobe Podcast. Have you used that to enhance the audio? So if you got any audio that maybe has lots of sound or noise in the background, Adobe has a free software. It's online. Adobe Podcast, I think it's called something like that. You just upload your audio to that, and it will clean out the audio to remove the noise. Descript does that as well, but you have to pay for it. Adobe's is free. Are there any more questions?
One more.
Thank you so much. I'm absolutely loving this. I'm not
Thanks,
that
man.
computer
Appreciate it.
savvy. Where's all this content being stored? Because, again, I'm not that computer savvy, and I'm hearing 200, 300 pieces of content. It's exciting, but where is this being stored?
Wherever you like. So you can store it on Google Drive or wherever you want to store it. And then from there, you're going to publish it to whatever platform you like. So it's going to store on your computer. You can download it directly on your computer or on a Google Drive, which I do. That makes it easier. So you won't lose it as well because it's in the cloud.
Mohammed's going to be here if you want to ask. He's here for the next 2 days with us. So
There's one more question, sorry.
we'll take one more.
Oh, okay, I'll
Oh, you can do that in person.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mohammed. Give him a big round of applause.